I don't know who said like, oh my God, if you don't have your vision board done by the first, like, da 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 da, you know, there's no deadline to, you know, starting a new habit, starting your resolution, starting your goals.
Hey,
How y'all doing?
how y'all doing?
All right, y'all, real talk. Happy New Year. It's been a minute. Like, it's been a month since my last YouTube video. Happy New Year. I hope you guys all had a wonderful holiday season and the 2024 has been treating you right. All right, we're gonna jump straight into this video. As y'all can see by the title, well, honestly, I don't know what I'm calling this video, but if you are like me and you are just easing yourself into the new year, you know, I don't know who said like, oh my God, if you don't have your vision board done by the first, like, da 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 da, you know, there's no deadline to, you know, starting a new habit, starting your resolution, starting your goals. Personal growth is a continuous journey. Whenever you're seeing this video, you can get up and get started. So if you know me, like if you know me in real life, I'm the type of person that's like, oh, the new year don't start until after MLK Day. And I'm actually recording this on MLK Day, so you'll see it after, but this year, I'm not even saying that. The new year starts whenever you want it to start, okay? Hopefully you're seeing this sometime in January and, you know, you can implement these habits and implement these tips and tricks. But I just feel like there's always this insane amount of pressure. The last 2 weeks of December, all this like self-improvement content, you know, how to make 2024 your year, how to have, you know, level up in 2024, da 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 da. And it can be very, very overwhelming. And for people like me who are just very much like, in December, I am trying to stay off of social media. I'm just trying to be present with my family. Like, of course I did prep and plan and clean and do things, but I don't know, it could just get a lot. It could just be a lot. And I'm trying to, you know, slow and steady wins the race. And in fact, there's not even a race, but taking the time to truly reflect and recenter even while it's January can really set you up to have an amazing year. So I'm just the type of person that I'm just like, I'm not rushing and whooping and raving to just have everything done by the first. You know, it gets done whenever it gets done. And I feel like 2023 took a toll on a lot of people, and it takes, you know, it takes some time to reflect and recenter. Time is literally a social construct. There is no deadline. There is no, you know, time period like, oh my gosh, if I don't start, you know, da da da. Like, you know, let's just make things less serious. That's why I'm calling this ease into your 2024, because it's like ease means to make something less serious. Okay, so I'm just gonna be sharing like my tips and tricks and my things that are helping me just kind of like ease into the year and just like have more grace for myself, be more present with myself, but still, you know, be on my Zoom. Like there's a balance, and this year for sure I'm really trying to find the balance. So if you're new to the channel, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. I want to grow the family this year. That's one of my goals for sure. So if you are new to the channel, go ahead and, you know, join the family, okay? So you can't really enter a new year without reflecting on the past year. So like I said, 2023, whether it was a good year or, I don't really even like to say good or bad. I don't really like to put things in like those kind of boxes, but like, whether it was a good or a challenging year for you, take the time to reflect on everything that happened. The way that I did my reflection this year is I actually created a PowerPoint, which I know that's doing a lot. And normally I would never be doing that, but it was honestly super, super helpful. So what I did was I looked through my camera roll, and I kind of just like reflected on the year. I looked through what happened, and then I wrote it in a PowerPoint so that I could write the highs of the year, the low of the month. Like I went through January and I was like looking through my camera roll, trying to recall what happened. And I was like, okay, this was a good high, this was a low, this could have been better, or, you know, you kind of just look through your phone. Your phone, I feel like, is the biggest like memory holder. Or, you know, if you have a journal or something, if you want to look back on that too. I kind of liked making that PowerPoint. It was really fun. It was nice to just see what I was doing, and just kind of get a visual representation of how the 2023 went. So for me, you know, when I was in my reflection process, I kind of saw there were some months where I was just really not on my Zoom. There were some months I was really on it. There were some months where it was just really busy, you know, financially. And I kind of saw that January through April, I was really not like working on goals and stuff. And you know, you guys know I was in school, so you know, when you're in reflecting mode, also account for the things that was going on during that month. Don't be super hard on yourself. Take everything into its context. Also realize that I accomplished a lot of my external goals. Like I graduated with my master's, I got monetized on YouTube, I went to Haiti, But my personal and my internal goals, they kind of took a back seat this year. And I realized in my reflection that it is so easy for me, well, I don't want to say easy, but like it's easier for me to focus on my external goals. But when it comes to my personal development goals, I find it really hard to sit with myself. I find it really hard to like really work on myself, my habits, my routines. And that's why this year I'm shifting my focus. I don't really have so much outside validation goals this year. This year, it's me versus me, baby. Like it's me versus me, because I truly want to see improvement in my self-development process. And that comes with sitting with yourself. And that comes with really just identifying your habits, your traumas, reparenting yourself, all of that type of stuff. So that's what I was able to learn through my reflection. So whatever, you know, however the 2023 went for you, if you discover, okay, I need to press the gas in this area, maybe you realize, you know, work, you had a lot of success, promotion, but like because you were working so much, maybe you didn't travel as much, maybe you didn't spend as much time with your family. Like evaluate all the different areas of your life, you know, family, finances, career, you know, and just try to make sure you're looking at yourself holistically. The next thing that I did or I'm doing is I wrote a letter to myself in the past tense as if I'm reading this on December 31st, 2024. So now it's like the whole 2024 has passed. What am I hoping to celebrate at the end of this year? What am I hoping to accomplish by the end of this year? You know, I actually did do this in 2023. And I'll actually, you know, read a little bit of it. Actually, let's do that. Let me get it. So some of it is a little bit personal, so I'm not going to read the whole thing. But like, I just want to give y'all an idea of like what you want to, you know, how you want to word it. Now, I'll just go to the last paragraph really. But like, you stopped and smelled the roses this year. You took the moment to clap for yourself. You're growing. You're loving who you're becoming. You honored yourself, your boundaries. You making good money. You got a good balance. You showing up for your family and friends. You also have good people in your corner who are showing up for you too. You read more, you learned more, you discovered more things about yourself. Reparenting yourself has been hard, but you're giving yourself what you need. You created a life that you love and of your dreams. Whatever you decided to do, you're living in the moment and being present and enjoying your life. I love you, girl. You're doing the damn thing. You're operating in your highest self, using your gifts to help others. You rested this year, but still were productive. You recognized your gifts and you're walking in that confidence every day. I love you, baby girl. You're healing, you're loved, you're worthy. For me, it's always about like how I want to feel at the end of the year. I did, of course, talk about, you know, getting monetized on YouTube. I did talk about travels I want to do, habits, my relationship with God, trips and things I want to do. But I always like think about my mood and how I want to feel at the end of the year. And it's always accomplished. It's always feeling like I moved forward in some way. Some of it happened, some of it didn't. Some of it is honestly still a work in progress. Some of it, you know, is things that I really want to apply the pressure on this year. But I'm gonna tell you one thing, I'm a hell of a lot closer than I was. Just having to like write this down and just being conscious of it, I was able to make progress in all these areas just because I wrote it down. This year, I wrote it in past tense. Like, I traveled to 3 New Year's cities. I went to see Usher in concert this year. I went to Florida, So, like, you know, it's basically like you're writing it like it came to pass already. So, I really just shoot for the stars. Anything that you wish to happen, want to happen, even if it's out there, like just write it down and just see what happens. All right, then of course we have the vision board. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this because I feel like everybody knows what a vision board is and you know what about it, but I'll show y'all a glimpse of mine. I actually went to a physical vision board making party that my friend Obianaju hosted. So this is the one that I made at her party. So she had magazines and these are the images I got from magazines, but it didn't fill up the whole page. So I am still planning to like print out some images so that it's not this, you know, ugly white space right here. I feel like nowadays vision boards have become like, you know, go on Pinterest, you know, curate your vibe. But, you know, when you actually use magazines, you kind of just like whatever speaks to you is whatever speaks to you. So I have a lot of different, it was really wordy because I don't like, because, you know, with magazines, I need to be putting people of color on there. I'm not about to be putting, you know, people that don't look like me on my vision board. So I mainly focused on like words and things like luxury, progress, hustle, love, self-care, nourish, wellness, elevate, just affirmation type words. So that's my physical one that I still really need to finish. And then I'll show y'all my digital one. All right, so this is my vision board. This, I was gonna just like put the virtual one on the screen, but then I was like, I'll just flip the camera around. But yeah, I have a mix of just like cities I wanna go to, just vibes I'm trying to curate, you know what I'm saying? So you can see I have my own self on my vision board this year because that was just such a fun day. I was just relaxed poolside. I'm really just trying to be chilling this year, to be honest, like really honestly. I have goals, like I really want to learn sign language this year. You know, like I said, places I want to visit. I'm such a words of affirmation girly, like I love the words of affirmation. Like it really gets me going. So I have a lot of different like, you know, quotes like discipline is the highest form of self-love. And really my theme this year is this picture. I want to see what happens if I don't give up. Like that's really my main, I don't know, overarching theme this year is just about really betting on me. Yeah, I just want to stay committed to my goals the whole year and just like really not give up on myself and really, you know, if I gotta adjust, you know, that's cool. If I gotta, you know, pivot, that's cool. But I just want to continuously be, you know, putting the gas. We've reflected on the year. We have written a letter to ourselves about how we want the year to go. We have made the vision board. Now we're breaking it up, okay? So that's the first, you know, first 3 steps. Now we're entering the next 3 steps, okay? Setting quarterly goals. Y'all, this is a game changer. This is a game changer. Break up your year in quarters. So right now, I have about 5 to 6 goals for Q1. From January to March, that's the only thing I'm focused on. And because I know later on in the year, I want to travel, I want to do those things. Right now, Q1 is really focused on getting my finances together, getting a job, because y'all know I'm still looking for a job, getting, you know, brand deals, but that all of this stuff is focused on my money so that I can really be chilling the rest of the year. Identify what is your highest priority, what do you want to, you know, focus on, and make goals. Make like 3 to 5 goals that are centered around that area. Then once you have that down pat, April to June, we're gonna pick a different area to focus on, okay? So right now, like I said, I'm focused on my finances. I'm also really focused on my habits. I'm really focused on, and that'll be in the next steps, but I'm really focused on creating a routine that really works for me, okay? I'm focused on my habits, I'm focused on my money. So in each goal, when I write the goal down, I also write down what steps would I need to take to achieve that goal. Example, I want a job offer before March 1st. So what do I need to be doing? I need to be sending messages on LinkedIn. I need to be applying to 5 jobs per week. Like, I put the goal and then I put what steps I want to take to get there. I want to read 3 books this quarter. That's easy. That's 3 books that's 1 book per month, okay? So how am I doing that? And we're going to get into the routines later. I want to be consistently following my morning routine. I want to be doing at least 15 days in January where I do my morning routine perfectly. Then 20 days for February, and then by March, 23 days. You see how it's slowly increasing, you know? We're not expecting perfection in January. We're just not. I know I struggle with habits. I know I struggle with discipline. Expecting me to do it every day is just not realistic for me. But I know that this is important to me, so I want at least half the month I'm getting up, I'm praying, I'm doing what I gotta do. And then we build upon that in February. And then we build upon that in March. And then by the middle of the year, hopefully it's more of a second nature thing. And at that point, I don't really think I'll be counting the days, but this is really important in the beginning to at least be setting the foundation. Like, you know, I can't really do anything if I don't have a job. So that's why that was my highest priority. You determine, you know, if it's finances, if it's travel, if it's career focus, if it's, you know, you're going back to school, whatever the case may be, make a couple goals and then also write down the steps that you're going to take each week to break down those goals. Now, I haven't watched the 12-week year or read it or whatever. I feel like what I'm saying kind of stems from that. I did try to listen to it, but I don't think I finished it. But when you have too much time to do something, you don't do it. So allowing yourself to like see what you can achieve in 12 weeks or, you know, 3 months is better for your morale, to be honest with you. And it's just like, it encourages you and it makes you have confidence in yourself. Like, okay, like I did this in 3 months. Like what am I gonna do again, you know? So it's a really good way to focus in and hone in on what is important to you. All right, so then we have the morning and the night routine. All right, so as y'all know, I've been talking about this on the channel. I've been trying to build consistency and discipline in my routines. I realized that things need to be written out for me. Like I have my morning routine written out on the wall. I have my habit tracker and my bingo card, which I'll talk about that too, on the wall, because now that it's in front of me, it's honestly been encouraging me. Like today I did my morning routine full out and I literally was looking at the list every single time, like, okay, da-da-da. And I'll give y'all a little tour of my room. So let's go. Don't really pay attention to the time right now because this is my ideal time that I would want to wake up. But because I'm not really working and because every day is kind of different, some days I sub, some days I, you know, do different things. This is when I, you know, ideally when I have a job, when I am like in charge of my own thing, this is what time I would like to wake up. But anyways, so we have make my bed, we have pray, we have journal / express gratitude. And then we have stretch, which while I'm stretching, I'm going to be listening to worship music or doing my affirmations. I haven't really been doing the affirmations, but we'll get into that. I've been doing more of the worship music. And then walking, to be honest, I've kind of been walking in the night more, but yeah. So, and that's another thing too, while you're, you know, making these routines, like I've realized that also I kind of like expressing gratitude in the night. I kind of like walking in the night. So I honestly need to rewrite this, but I'm not pressed because like it's kind of working for right now. Then I have, you know, my wellness drink that I make and then, you know, shower, get ready for the day. My night routine, I have packed my lunch for the next day. I have my vitamins, which also I've been taking my vitamins more actually, I've been taking them during lunchtime, honestly. Make my to-do list for the next day, read for 15 minutes. This is supposed to be like overarching up here. Yeah, I gotta rewrite this. But anyways, retainer and my skincare, okay? All right, and so then on the other side, I have my habit tracker, which is literally the habits of my morning routine and my night routine written out. What am I tracking? What am I doing every day? You know, and I used to use this, but like it wasn't in a visible place. Like I kept it like, I don't even know where I kept it, but like now it's on the wall. So now it's like I have my pen on my desk and then I'm sitting here checking these things off every day. And like I said, easing into the year, you see, it's not getting done. It's not getting done, but I still have 15 days left to really get to my January goal. But at least some little things are getting done. You know what I'm saying? Something is better than nothing. But I am about to start applying the pressure. There's also no pressure if you don't want there to be no pressure at the same time. But this is just a good indication of what I'm doing each day. And then honestly, this bingo card is my favorite because as you can see, like, I just really feel like visual reminders really help you to like, you know, hold yourself accountable. So y'all know bingo. I mean, I hope y'all know bingo, but like, it's basically like, you know, you're trying to get 5 in a row. Some people have done this, like I've seen it on TikTok for like their whole year, but I am making a list of tasks and habits that I want to focus on during this month. So you can see I have vitamins in my morning routine. And I have take vitamins every day for a week. So like that's at least encouraging me to be consistent for a week. I have affirmations for 12 days, which I haven't been doing. I have finished Atomic Habits, which you guys know I want to finish 1 book this month. So that's something, you know, that's something I'll be able to cross off when I finish the book. I have other tasks that I've just been like procrastinating on, like cleaning my closet, which I did last weekend, organizing my hair and beauty products. I want to take a solo day. I want to have a maintenance day. My habits are integrated in these tasks. So you see, I have walking for 30 minutes at least 15 times that month. What else? Sleeping before 11, which will, encourage me to be waking up on time to do what I got to do. It's like subconsciously kind of like challenging yourself while you're also trying to build consistency. So what I'm gonna do is, if I, when I get bingo, which I'm gonna try to get multiple bingos, like multiple 5 in a row or whatever, I am going to buy myself something nice because I've earned it, you know what I'm saying? So it's a way to kind of, challenge yourself and just kind of encourage you to do the habits that you want to do. The bingo card has honestly been one of my favorite things that I've implemented this year because it's just such a rush. Like when I get to cross something off, when I'm like, okay, I'm almost close to reaching this goal, So I don't know what I'm gonna buy myself, but I'm excited. So okay, so I hope you see, where we're going. So it's kind of like we're easing into the habits, we're easing into building consistency, we're challenging ourselves. Now we're gonna transition into talking about mindset, okay? For me, I think what's been, hard sometimes about this self-development journey is because I am so quick to focus on what I'm not doing or what I didn't accomplish. And I just honestly want to get out of that mindset. So that's why this year I really want to be expressing more gratitude. I want to be focusing on the good in situations. So you guys know from my 5 and below haul that I got a gratitude journal. It says, today I was most grateful for. One thing I learned today was the best part of my day was despite blah, 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 blah happening, it all worked out because. So this is a way for me to really just be focusing on what I did do. Another thing that I'm doing, which this is my planner for the year, is I'm writing one good thing that happened. I used to like write it on a sticky note and put it in my jar of good things that happened. I'm finding it even easier to just write it in my, agenda book or my planner. So January 1st, I have sujumu. You guys know I love some sujumu. One good thing that happened every day, and then I'll be able to look back on the year and I'll be like, okay, da da da, and it'll just be like a memory thing. So like there's definitely one good thing that happens every single day. You can find one good thing to celebrate. So yeah, I just, like I said, I just want to be focusing on what I am doing and what is happening versus what's not, And then of course, we have affirmations, which I really believe in affirmations because I really believe that they help change your mindset. And I really feel like, I and maybe you have just like limiting beliefs that really stop us from, being all that we can be. I just also really find them uncomfortable and awkward to say though. And so I haven't really been doing them. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of like with the letter I wrote to myself, I think I want to write like a creed or like a little paragraph that I could just read because I don't know, there's of course all these affirmations online like I'm beautiful, I'm strong, da da da, but I want to make it personal to me. And I think that's why I haven't been able to like, I guess I haven't reflected or haven't been able to like come up with some that I like. I know affirmations work. I feel like affirmations work and I do want to try them this year, but I gotta figure out like how I'm gonna put my spin on it, you know what I'm saying? Lastly, another thing that can really help your mindset is coming up with a word for the year. So my word for 2024 is renewal. Okay, the last couple years life has been life, and y'all, it's just I want to feel renewed in mind, body, and spirit. And that is really why I'm taking the time to really work on my mental this year, really work on my habits, really work on my emotions. My emotional and mental health is my top priority this year above all else, honestly. All the other goals are cool, and just knowing the type of person I am, I know there's going to be pressure applied to them, but it's just really your mind. Everything starts with your mind. Everything starts with your mind. Taking the time to do my affirmations, taking the time to spend time with God, taking the time to learn about God, all of that is part of like renewing your mind and renewing your spirit. And that is how I want to feel this year, just refreshed and renewed. It kind of came to me through this account on Instagram. She literally had a reel where she was like, just screenshot it. So like she had all these words like, and then just screenshot it, and that was the word that came up for me. And I don't know, it just really resonated with me heavy. And I was just like, you know, there's just so many Bible verses also that just have to do with, you know, renewing your mind, renewing your spirit, all that type of stuff. My word for 2023 was revival, and I feel like this year will just be a continuation on that. I feel like this year, you know, I don't have anything else in my way. You know, I don't have no school. I don't have, you know, of course there's still challenges, there's still things, but it's just like I said, it's really just me versus me. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing to make sure that I have a purposeful year. Working on goals and making progress is a continuous journey that you can pick up at any time. And like, if you are still, you know, reflecting, if you're still figuring things out, it is a-okay. This video is here for you when you want to revisit it, when you want to implement these habits, implement these things. It's all good. Don't let nobody tell you like da-da-da-da, it's too late, da-da. Don't listen to them. You know, decide this year that you're gonna stay in flow, you're gonna stay in ease, you're gonna focus on what you are doing, you're gonna be focusing on the little steps that you're taking each day to get closer and closer to your goal. Enjoyed this video. If you learned something, comment below, meet me in the comments, I'll respond back. And yeah, I am wishing all of you guys an abundant, beautiful, blessed, joyous, just everything positive, everything good for year 2024. I'm thinking about doing like quarterly resets where I kind of reevaluate, you know, how these things are going, and, you know, just offer advice and things like that. So yeah, subscribe to the channel, join the fam, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.